I didn't misunderstand anything in that video. So if you commented and said that, oh, you missed the whole point of that video, no, you missed the whole point of mine. This wasn't a planned video today, but I decided to target this because I've been getting a lot of people saying that I don't understand anything that Teal Swan said in her video. Now, if you're wondering about the entire video of what I'm commenting on, you need to go see that. It'll be down in the comment section description box below. It'll be there so you can see it at your leisure, so you can understand the complexities of what I'm going to be talking about. But with it being said, if you think that I don't understand what Teal Swan said, then you missed the entire point of that video. Welcome. Thank you for coming back if you've seen me before, and welcome if you're new. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe so you can see more videos like this in the future. I upload every week, and I plan to do that consistently. Candidly, I'm going to give my feedback on the reaction I have to my reaction video. I know it sounds ridiculous, but there's been a lot of backlash. A lot of people saying that basically what Teal Swan said in her video on how to sell your soul to demons, mind you, she actually said this, that reaction of mine was genuine, and I don't take anything back of what I said. That reaction was based off of her video saying and suggesting, in order to take away demon possession, in order to battle it, that you must love the person. I did not misunderstand that. What I did not agree with, which is what I was targeting the entire reaction video, is what she said at the end of that. She said that in order to get rid of demon possession, the person must love the demon at the same time. If you don't believe me, here's a clip of that video.
Now, most people, when they see these types of alter personalities show up that are attached to demons or demonic in nature, they deal with them the wrong way. What they do is to try to deprive that alter of whatever food source that demonic entity is getting, in the hopes that that will cause the demon to pop off. But in fact, it feeds it. They try to force a separation between the alter and that demonic entity, and perhaps they will succeed for a time, but the likelihood of it coming right back is very, very high. Why? Because you've done nothing with the preconditions that exist for there to be a need for that transaction in the first place. Because what happens is that those empty spaces, that vacuum, is filled within that person, and there can no longer be a place for that demonic entity to reside. What you're doing is increasing the person's frequency so that that entity no longer has anything to hook into. It pops off. So you love them completely, unconditionally. You put your arms around them. You protect them in any way that you can. And what happens? The person switches out of the altar, and eventually that demonic entity will pop off when that need is met enough. It's not to say that demons will not fight for their survival. In fact, they tend to become extra combative and active and charged when their survival is threatened, which it is when their source of energy is threatening to be cut off. But the truth remains the same. Meet the need, and the person is no longer a match to the demon. Once you manage to fulfill some unmet need for someone so as to cause a demonic entity who is helping fulfill that need to pop off, you can focus your attention on that demon. Show it another way to directly meet its needs. Love that demon. Take it as yourself. Most especially, show it or make it become aware of its connection to source consciousness, so it no longer perceives itself to be separate from that which we call God. This is the ultimate form of integration. Clearing demons from someone's auric field is absolutely pointless unless we do it in conjunction, direct conjunction, with meeting the unmet needs, because the transaction exists for a reason. Let's say that a person is so incredibly ostracized that they don't belong anywhere. Their unmet need is belonging and feeling wanted. Now let's say that a demon is the embodiment of the concept of possession. That happens when someone is in so much of a lack because they keep losing things and losing things, that the overcompensation to the unhealthy degree, to the unhealthy side, is to grasp and keep and contain and hold things. Actually, this is a beneficial transaction for the person, because having the demon come in and completely possess and claim them actually feels like being wanted for the very first time and belonging. So unless you provide belonging to that person, they will have an attachment to that demon, and for good reason, because it's the only place that their need is being met. You would understand that our focus does not need to be on demonic entities and how to get rid of them. Our focus needs to be on how to restore ourselves to a state of wholeness.
You can't love demons because demons don't love you back. I've encountered many demons. There are many psychic mediums that have encountered many demons. Amy Allen is a good example. She's a very world-renowned medium, and she's encountered many demons. Teal Swan's message in that video was absolutely correct, that in order to battle possession, we must love the person that is being possessed. This is absolutely true. Love the person that is being possessed. This is true. Because when you give that person what they are lacking, which is love, or if they are lacking confidence, if they are lacking appreciation, or anything in that matter, that will help the person to fill that void, which does in fact help their aura to be able to withstand the possession and to defeat the element in the situation of what is the demonic in that nature. The problem is that at the end, she still said, plain as day, then to love the demon. That this would be good because then it would mean the demon is being loved for the very first time. I have been around so many entities, so many angels, and I've encountered many realms, including hell. Demons are incapable of love. They have no ability to love you or themselves. Demons do not have this capability. Demons are malevolent forces of sentient entities, entities that are actual beings. They are not our shadow selves that we thus created from our negative thoughts and emotions. These entities are attracted to our negative thoughts and emotions, but they do not come from our subconscious in any way. Demons are a creation of their own from other realms that are beyond our comprehension in any way, shape, or form. Demons and devil entities do not go by a sense of morality. So if you were to give them love, they don't go away. And they don't suddenly transmutate into a positive energy that's making them feel love for the very first time. And it's good for you and it's good for the demon. This is insanity that she suggested this. This is insanity that she suggested this. I have to repeat this because that is how blatantly ridiculous that message is. I understood 1000% what she said in that video. I watched it over and over to make sure I understood exactly what she was saying. She was saying and implying that when a person is lacking love in their life, or appreciation, or anything in that matter, or insecurities, they will begin to fill a void, which thus is the demon will try to fill that void. She used that example as a woman with lust and power, and the demon will be attracted to her with lust and power. I understood that. That was plain and simple. No shit. I understood that. But what she was implying was that once you were to love the person who's dealing with the possession, so that way the demon can leave, pop off. Yeah, that kind of happens, but not in the same way. They don't pop off in a sense where they just dissipate and they disappear and they don't keep trying. The thing is that even if the demon does detach from you based on you filling that void with actual benevolence, with love that is not done by the demon, that does not mean the demon won't still be there every waking second for the moment that they can still be there to attack you and to be a part of your life and to infest into your life and to oppress you or your loved ones still. So even if you still were to fill the void, it doesn't matter. They will try to break everything in your life and to make it worse so that you still feel the need to fill a void. Demons don't just dissipate and leave. And even if you were to love the demon, which she did in fact suggest at the end of that video, which I still cannot believe that she said this.
Show it another way to directly meet its needs. Love that demon. Take it as yourself. Most especially, show it or make it become aware of its connection to source consciousness, so it no longer perceives itself to be separate from that which we call God. This is the ultimate form of integration.
That does not give the demon a highlight of love and light and positive energy, and it makes them feel transcended. It doesn't work that way. Demons do not work that way. They do not have the mental capacity like we do. They're insane entities. They are literally insane. They do not have the ability to compartmentalize the difference between manipulation and benevolent or integration, that which she also used a lot of. I didn't misunderstand anything in that video. So if you commented and said that, oh, you missed the whole point of that video, no, you missed the whole point of mine. Demons do not happen to go to people just that are negative in situations or emotions. A lot of people in the New Age community adamantly believe this. They adamantly believe that demons are only attracted to low vibrational people. This is not true. This is not true. There are people that are very high vibrational people, and demons still go after them. And these people suffer a great deal. Who are they? Priests, people that actually do exorcisms for people every day. Now, some people would argue, well, priests molest a lot of kids. That's not all priests. There's a lot of them that do. Yeah, well, I can't argue that. But there are a lot of them that don't. And there are a lot of them that take their work seriously with full intention of helping families and people from demonic integration. Demons are attracted also to high vibrational people. Now, whether you believe this or not, it's true. The reason why is because the more energy a person has, the more vibration a person has, the more power the devil wants. Because the more energy you have, the more power they can use, manipulate, take advantage of. Yes, negative people do attract demons. People that are in negative life situations, emotions, depression, anxiety, even other mental disabilities, schizophrenia sometimes, and even suicidal thoughts, drug addiction, sex addiction, even materialization, hoarding. That can all attract demons and many other things. Crime in itself, that's a very low vibrational habitat to live in. Living in crime, that's very low vibrational. Demons are very attracted to these things. And a lot of people say that demons are low vibrational, so they're only attracted to low vibrations. This is not true. Demons are also attracted to high vibrations that they can take for themselves because it gives them more energy. Duh! Think of it like this. Let's say there's two light bulbs. One light bulb that's dim and one that's really bright. Let's say you really need light. Are you going to go for the person who's really dim? Probably, because they're easier to get, they're easier to manipulate. Or are you going to get the one that's very, very bright, that has a lot more energy and a lot more potential to give you even more energy than you ever could have before than you would with this one? The answer should be obvious, but a lot of people don't take time to think about this. There are people that are very high vibrational individuals that receive demonic attacks often. And the reason is because even Jesus himself stated this. Even Buddha himself stated this. The higher the vibration of the individual, the more they were tested by devils. The more they were tested by Satan. The more they were tested by demons. The more they were infiltrated with negative encounters and attacks. Teal Swan's message, I did not confuse. This video is to make it clear that my answer is valid. I did not misunderstand her message. Granted, I did say in the video, basically Teal Swan doesn't know shit about demons. The answer is, yes, that's true. There's still a lot about demons she doesn't understand. This is a spiritual understanding that I have come to grow to understand because as a demonologist, that's my job. I need to understand the dynamics and the mental capacity and what happens to people that are infested with these parasites. She was correct that these are a parasitic entity, but she is not correct that just because you fill a void that they will leave you alone. And she is not correct that just because you love the demon that it will make it feel love for the very first time, because that's bullshit. Demons want you to believe in that because that's exactly what is the same similar scenario to demon worship. Demonolatrists believe in the same mentality. Demonolatrists actually believe that demons love them. Demons are not capable of love because they have no love to give. There are no love vibration. They are the absence, the apathy of love. They have no empathy whatsoever. How could a being that has no empathy suddenly empathize and sympathize with you? Just because you have those emotions doesn't mean the entity would have that for you. These entities suck the life out of everyone and everything because that's all they ever do. Granted, Teal was correct that these demons are low vibration, so they always have to continue to take energy. She is right about this. But she's also not right in the reason to why they do it. They do it not so they don't cease to exist. They'll exist regardless. They don't take energy from people 24/7. Sometimes they don't even need to. They take the energy from people, yes, but they also harmonize their energy within themselves, within hell. And they continue to take that energy from souls in hell. So they don't have to take our energy even on this planet here. But they do it because they're parasites, because they suck it like it's a vampiric force to be reckoned with. Demons and devil entities have an agenda, and that's to eliminate the human race consciousness. That's to take advantage of every sentient being on this planet, to take it for what they want it to be, which is a hell on earth. That's what they want. Because the more they can succeed in this aspect, and the more we take advice, like someone like Teal Swan saying to love our demons, the more they can become successful at sucking the life out of you and making it worse than you could ever imagine. It would be hell on earth. What I don't understand, what still confuses me, is how a grown person can say to an audience that demons are parasite. Okay? Agreed. But you need to love the demon so they can feel wanted and loved for the very first time because they're lacking in love. Well, if you do that, will that stop them from sucking the life out of you some more? No, because it will only mean to them, in their mentality, in demons' minds, that they can continue to take your energy if you keep giving it to them. They're getting what they need, free will from you. Think of it, people. Think. Use your brain. If you give them your love, if you give them your energy, if you give them your intention, if you give them your life force of your energy through your love, they will continue to take that because they're a parasite. They will keep taking it over and over and over and over. And they will always need it. At least that's what they will say. But it's not true because they don't need it. They just want it because it's your energy force and it will suck the life out of you. The message she's implying that she said is dangerous and reckless, like I've said before. And I will say this for the rest of my life, no matter what. I do not apologize for my statements, and I don't take back or recant anything I said. I did not misunderstand what her message was. I saw it for what it is, and it's deceiving and conniving and reckless. Everything in her video insinuated that you may not know any better, and that for you to get better, you need to have love from someone else. But at the same time, you should love that demon because it's your shadow self. That's in many ways what she's implying. And demons are not our shadow self based on what we lack. Demons are a whole entity of themselves and will take advantage of you no matter what you lack in your life or don't lack in your life. And the reality remains to this day that even if you lack something or not, demons are waiting. It doesn't matter if you lack anything at all. It doesn't matter if you do or you don't. Demons will attack you regardless. Demons will suck the life out of you regardless. Demons will murder you regardless. Because that's what they do. So that's the end of this message. I wish you guys love and light. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.